It is springtime where I live. The weather's been kind of crazy all over the country and all over the world right now, but it is getting warmer, and we did some fun springtime songs, I think, the other day, and maybe I read another book about spring. But this is a really lovely book, and I think a lot of you probably have gardens, or moms, or dads, or grandma, or grandpas that love to grow vegetables, like growing your own vegetables and fruits. It's just, mm, it's so special when you can grow your own food and then eat it. It just has a different taste when you've watched it grow, and then you cook it and or eat it fresh, depending on what it is. So this is a very, very fun book. Look at this lovely picture. It's all about a garden. So it's called Anna's Garden Songs, and the pictures are by Lena Anderson, and the poems are by Mary Q. Steele. So this is Anna right here. You see. So let's find out. And you might hear about some vegetables that you're not familiar with in this book. So let's find out and see what's in it. I do not think I'll eat this beet. Too much of it is red. Too much of it is head. And I don't think I'll eat this beet. Beet. See that? I personally love beets, but they are very, very red. When you prepare them, it sometimes stains your fingers if you're not careful. Grandfather said, "Here's some news for you lasses. Potatoes have eyes, but they don't wear glasses. They don't go to sleep. They shed no tears. They have no chins, and they have no ears. Their skins are brown, and they have no curls. Now remember this, girls." Silly grandfather. Potato. Yeah, you love potatoes, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, potatoes as French fries or hash browns or potato tots, maybe. This rhubarb leaf above my head is big enough to cast a shade. The leaf is green, the stem is red, and yesterday my mother made a rhubarb tart for us to eat. The crust was good, the filling was sweet, but still I think that after all, it makes a better parasol. You know what a parasol is? It's a shade like an umbrella. It's another word for umbrella. I love the pictures in this book. Aren't they fun? When radishes are growing, just their green leaves are showing. It really is great surprise. My rabbit can't believe his eyes to find their roots as rosy and red as roses in a flower bed. Now, radishes you may not be familiar with. They have kind of a peppery taste. They taste good in salads and sandwiches. Grandfather's lettuces are good. So fresh and crisp and green. We eat them every day at meals and sometimes in between. Grandfather's lettuces are good. I like them, but good grief. Another bite and I may turn into a lettuce leaf. Now, the fennel is the carrot's friend. They walk together hand in hand. They look about and enjoy the sun. They think the whole wide world is fun. It's prettier by far, they found, above the grass than underground. It happened just an hour ago. That's when I dug them up, you know, and now I think I'd rather not drop them into the supper pot. Fennel and carrot. So they do grow under the ground. And then when they're ready, you pull them up, and so they like to see the sun when they come out from being in the ground growing. Pretty cool, huh? Peas you sow in early May will clamber up a curly way and bloom for you some pearly day when rain comes down and swirly way. And when the sun comes out to shine, pods will grow about the vine and fatten up, all stout and fine. Then what delicious peas they'll be, for you to eat, and me, and me. I do love peas. They grow on you make a little structure for them to grow up because the vines sort of wind themselves around the sticks, and then peas hang from them. Pretty cool, huh? Tomatoes in our garden grow on bamboo stakes, all in a row. It's strange, but when they're served for lunch, all ripe and red, I have a hunch. And Peter says he thinks so too. They won't taste one bit like bamboo. I love a fresh tomato or tomato. Peter and I are in the tree picking cherries. 1, 2, 3, 20, 30, 40 more. Cherries on this tree galore. 70, 80, 91. Oh, this picking will never be done. We'll pick until the moon comes up, and then I think, we'll have to stop. That's a lot of cherries to pick, isn't it? We grew so many onions that we couldn't eat them all. I'll braid the leaves together and hang them on the wall. They make a pretty ornament with skins of golden brown, a cheerful thing in winter when snow is coming down. Mother will cut them 2 by 2, we'll eat them 1 by 1, and every bite will taste as sweet as summer shining sun. So there she's braiding them at the table, and they're hanging on the wall. Do you see them? So onions are used in many things. We use a lot of them to start dishes that we're making. Now, the caterpillars ate a tiny, tiny hole in every single growing cabbage head. Grandfather jumped out with rage. He shouted, and his face turned red. "Oh, those pesky pests," he cried. "Stomp them, smash them, squish them flat. They're eating all of my cabbage. I will not have my cabbage chewed." He yelled so loud, he scared the cat. But I don't mind those tidy holes. I'd let the caterpillars munch, for if they ate and ate and ate, they'd still be plenty for lunch. And you can see the little holes, the tiny little holes at the top of the leaves. But it is a challenge when we grow vegetables to keep the insects out from munching them. So it can be frustrating. I understand why Grandfather was frustrated. Leeks for sale, leeks for sale, also cabbages and kale. Carrots long and gold, lettuces to be sold, tomatoes sweet as honey. Come bring your money, and when you have a market, then my friends, I will come and buy fresh vegetables. And there's her fun little vegetable stand. When we go to the farmer's market, we see lots of vegetables, don't we? It's so fun to buy fresh vegetables. And more fun to grow them. I love my mother's bed of herbs, the pretty leaves, the spicy smell. I help her tend the growing plants. We keep them weeded well. My rabbit says he likes them too. The scent of tarragon, of basil, parsley, mint, and dill, warmed by the summer sun. He says it sometimes makes him feel under a wizard's spell, lulled to sleep by rosemary and its delicious smell. Mmm, lots of herbs in that herb garden. Basil and thyme, rosemary, lots of different things. That bunny looked happy, didn't he? Summer will soon be over and done, I hear the birds say. Goodbye to long days of heat and sun, they're going away. Summer is passing, summer is going, the bright petals fall. We'll remember the flowers when it's snowing, we'll remember them all. Summer will soon be done and be over, autumn's begun. There are no more blooms for the bees in the clover, summer is over. But wasn't it pretty? Wasn't it fun? Nasturtium is the name of this flower. And that, my friends, is the end. And look, who's sitting in the basket. Dear old bunny rabbit. I hope you liked that one. And I hope you do some gardening. Get out there and help in the garden. Maybe if you don't have a vegetable garden, you can plant some flowers. And you can have pots. If you don't even have a garden, you might live in an apartment and not have a yard. And people can take nice big garden containers, pots, and plant fun things in them and watch them grow. Super fun to watch things grow. Okay, bye. I'll see you next time, okay? Friends, have a good night.